guys ready to have some fun? Let me hear you guys. Yeah, are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? How about we get a little slow clap and everyone stomp your feet, ready? Hi, Brandon. Come on. Have some fun with this guy. Everyone, please welcome your first comedian, Mr. Colin Fagan!
So this is where I'm actually supposed to come out at. Put a coaster down, respect. So I'd like to tell a few jokes before my set tonight. Shush, Dad. What do you call an Irish pub full of rapscallions?
What?
Oh, hooligans. This is a character. It's called an Italian man, a stereotypical Italian man at the zoo looking at monkeys. Baboon! So what did the rude yoga instructor say when he was asked to leave the movie theater?
What?
Thank you, sister. Nah, I'ma stay. So you guys know that wrestler John Cena, right?
Yes.
Big fans, big fans. All right. But have you guys heard of his dad? He's famous too.
No.
His name's John Cena. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but Popeyes just opened their first location in Italy, but business hasn't been going too good because everyone just sees the sign in Italy and they think it's propaganda. When they see the Popeyes sign, they just read it as Pope. Yes! So those are the jokes that I was going to tell before my set. So I've worked at 2 pizza places in my life. It was cool. At the first one, I learned how to make pizza from scratch. It was pretty cool. My boss's name was Scratch. But it was weird. The first night that I worked there, the cashier was cool enough to invite me to a party. And I was like, yeah, for sure. I'll go meet people, hang out, have a few drinks. So I go to the party, and I quickly learned that every single person at the party was doing acid. And I had stuff to do, so I didn't do that. And but I mean, everyone there was pretty cool, so it was fine. And then a group of Latino gentlemen showed up. Most of them were super cool. They were kind of drunk when they showed up. They were jovial, and they all started doing acid. And so, like I said, most of them were pretty cool, but there was one guy who showed up who did not like me. He really didn't like me. And he was giving me the stink eye the whole night. And so I was doing my thing, I was hanging out, and I was, just goofing around, talking to people and making jokes and stuff. And so there was, at one point, I had kind of control of the room, and I made a joke, and everybody laughed, and this guy didn't laugh, because he didn't like me. And so when he didn't laugh, everybody else's laughter died down, and then he just stands up out of his seat. He's on acid, too. I gotta mention that. And he stands up, and he goes, "Hey, this nigga gay." I don't know what to do with that. And nobody else did either. All the other people on acid and drinking and stuff, they didn't know what to do with it. So, after he called this nigga gay, I didn't really know what to do, and so I just ignored it. I'm not gonna engage that kind of behavior, and so I got to a point where I'd been around friends who'd done acid and stuff before. So I was talking with one of the friends that I'd made at the pizza place, and we were in a pretty heavy conversation and talking about whatever. And then again, this guy's just focused on me so hard. And so he's looking at us while we're in the middle of the conversation, and then I'm drinking at this party, by the way, so I can fit in. And but so he stares at us and he goes, "So what, y'all suck each other's dicks or something?" And then I just look at him. I'm not gay. Just so you guys know. But so I look at him and I'm furious and I go, "Yeah, dude, we suck each other's dicks all the time. Sometimes he fucking comes in my mouth, man. Yeah, it's fucking great. You ever tried it?" And then he's taken aback. Like he doesn't think that anyone's gonna talk back to him this way. But I did. And so then it goes later. It continues on. You know, he keeps talking shit to me, and then it gets to a point where he gets like this close to my face and goes, "So if I tried to fuck you right now, what would you do?" And then I just put my hands up on a table and I go, "So this guy's gay." But so then a little while later I'm in the kitchen and I'm with the host of the party and he says like, "Man," he's like, I can't believe you're talking to this guy this way. Like I wouldn't be talking to him like that." And I'm I've been drinking and I'm just like, "Man, like I'm not gonna let anybody talk to me like that, dude. Like I don't fucking care." And so then he goes like, "Did you see the tattoos that these guys had when they rolled in?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "The tattoos they have says that they're all Latin kings." And I know because they've told me that all of them killed people. So then, it didn't change my mind because I was drinking. So I go back out and I say some shit to him again, and then he stands up, which is the first thing he's done to me in a threatening way. But after I learned he was a Latin king, I knew, well, standing up is all you have to do if you're a Latin king to make me nervous. So he stands up, and then the biggest, baddest of the Latin kings walks in from the kitchen as this guy's cussing me out and doing all this shit. And he's been around all night. He knows me, he knows him. He came in with him, and he walks in, the guys cuss me out, and then the biggest, baddest of the Latin kings comes out. And he goes, "Hey yo, this dude's cool. You fucked up right now, okay? Sit down." And that's the way that I comedied myself out of being murdered by Latin kings. Thank you. So I work at another pizza place now, and this is gonna seem like I'm racist against Hispanics, but I'm not. I've just dealt with a lot of shitty ones, I guess. But, so there's two guys that I used to work with. Their names were, let's call them Rick and Gio. Those are their real names, but they're just pieces of shit, so I don't care. So I worked with these guys, and the first day I worked with them, this lady comes up to the counter. I work at a pizza place in a train station. We sell pizza by the slice. And so this lady comes up and she asks, "Yeah, could I get a slice of sausage, and could you leave it in the oven? I kind of like it crispy." And then I go, "Oh yeah, no, me too. I like it the same way." And then the guy Gio goes, "Oh." So naturally I go, "What?" And he goes, "You like your sausage crispy?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hey Rick! Hey Rick!" Rick's in the back. "Hey, Colin likes his sausage crispy." And then from the back I hear, and now my nickname at work is Crispy. Because apparently before I worked there. So now my name is Crispy because I like crispy things. They liked it. So so this guy that I work with, or used to work with, Rick, he had tattoos all over his body. And the most interesting one was he had one on his forearm. Right there. And it said constantly. And I was telling my friend about it. I said, yeah, it just has a tattoo. It says constantly. And he's been fascinated with this guy that he hasn't met for so long. He was like, did you ask him what it means? Did you ask him why it says constantly on it? And I said, no. Because I know what the conversation would be if I did ask him. I would say, Rick, why do you have a tattoo that says constantly on your arm? And then he would say, oh, dude, you know, it's just like, everything is just like, you know, like constant. It's like, you know, it's like constantly. Everything is just, you know, like constant. And then I would be like, right. But so then, after these two guys were the only guys I was working with for a long time, and then they hired this guy. He was just a bummer of a guy, and he was so nervous. And so one day, he texted me this. I came into work one day, and there was a water bottle on the ground. I threw it away. Because it was a water bottle that was on the ground. And he texts me, this is Justin. Please do not throw my stuff out if I leave it here. That was my water bottle that I have been reusing at work, and it was left for a reason. Now I have to pay for another one. If you see something in the store that isn't yours, leave it alone. And if it is seriously impeding you from working, then the right thing to do is to set it in the office, not throw it in the garbage. The next person may not be so nice about it. And to be fair, it was a smart water bottle. So it may have cost a little bit more than one of the ones that we have for free at work. Thank you guys very much. My name's Colin Fagan.
Everyone keep going for Colin Fagan one more time.